Woo, boom, and a very good morning to all of you. Hey, Issy, how are you doing today, honey? Happy spring. And of course, as I mentioned this morning, it is pouring rain, although the sun may come out this afternoon, and I may have a chance to do an afternoon church. Spirits and Cassidy Hampton. What a dynamic duo. Could you see me walking into the Oscars? The cat's meow. How you doing, Ari? Robert, right? You need to go to China. I ni hao, ni hao, ni zhe mi yan, hao bo hao. Good morning, Helen. First day of spring and been sleeping all day. There you go. Hope you're all having a good day. Been a lovely day in England. Today I cut the grass. Awesome. Blonde, nice to see you, sweetie. The beautiful Richard. I always get that wrong. Robert came up on the stream. Richard's Ari. I got to get that right. Snow is coming. Well, I think we'll have, I think our really heavy rainy season is over. The forecast for Saturday looks great. Be back down in Oakland again for another epic stream. Going into the really rugged area. After all this training now, I'm ready for the real hardcore stuff. Where's my boy Kernell? How you doing, Kernell? Nice to see you. Got the great Mallory Williams in there. Good morning to you. Good afternoon, I should say. Thank you, Polly. Thank you. Number one, thank you to everyone that was on the stream last night. I know Mallory, Cassidy, JK, so many people. Thank you, Celeste. Nice to see you, my beautiful gal. Simon. So nice. Simon has been amazing to watch the last couple days. He's been going to bat for Missy Jenn and I, and it has been a beautiful thing to have so many wonderful friends. Hey, how you doing, Sean? Hi, Dee. So many wonderful friends that have really been stand-up the last couple days. I really have felt like I got blindsided, but we're going to talk about that towards the end here. Happy spring, everybody. Oh, just to be able to say that. Just to be able to say that is amazing, and it just feels great. Big Bad Gear, how you doing, Nicole? Thank you for being on the stream. Easy Money, everybody else, I really appreciate it. Another epic stream last night. A lot of fun, a lot of wonderful support, a lot of wonderful people, and it's so nice to bring content and always varied a little bit, and new people come on, and it just makes it fascinating. Okay, thank you, Mallory. We'll get her to the post office. I'm doing great, Nicole. Hey, Barbie, it is spring, and that's the exciting thing for me. I love the heat. I don't mind the heat at all. The chicken was delicious. I brought Missy Jenn her chicken home. She loved it. Thug Life Stewie. Hello, Stewie. Put a ring on it, Stewie. I love Stewie. Boy, there's a little bit of sunshine peeking through today. I bought this nice lounge chair, and I ain't no fatter than I was last summer, and I went to lay in that thing the first time. That canvas was all rotten on that lounger out there. My ass went right down through it. Terrible. Let's get to it. So as I have to haters, there we go. Let's get right to it here today. Big Bad Gear. Streams have been wonderful lately. It's been fun. Certainly I'm no pioneer of IRL or in real life streaming. That's been going on for years, for the better part of 3 years. And that's street streaming, or streaming where you can, restaurants or whatever you're doing, amusement parks, haunted houses, wherever you are allowed to video and bring a real-time experience to people on YouTube. Which we had that on video. Yeah, there you go, Jen. My fat little hiney just bounced off the concrete down there. And it's really a great joy of mine. It combines, I think, my best talents of being a people person with a basic degree of stupidity, i.e. fearlessness / bravery. Like there's literally no place I won't go, because the odds always favor that you're going to come out of it okay. And I know that there's going to be a day when shit's going to get ugly somewhere, but I just have to roll with it. But that combines, I think, my talents of fearlessness / bravery / stupidity with no hesitation to be on cam, or no hesitation to share my life as I've done for years here, with repercussions and things, of course, but also the ability to get some technical handle on what's going on. Now, coming up, I'm much happier with this format, Nicole, much happier. Because as I mentioned, Nicole says, you can see how much happier you are with this new format. It also combines one more thing of interacting with people. And I love people. And people are what really makes the videos. They're really what, you can go and take a beautiful cinematic masterpiece of the Golden Gate Bridge, and everybody will love it. How you doing, 180? Hi, Ontario chick. Jen. Like somebody just ran into a trash can of bottles. maybe, yeah, the first person on the moon, no doubt you would have found someone to talk to up there. And it's wonderful. But I want to take it to the next level now. And because of the wonderful support, phenomenal. The biggest, it's just amazing the level of support, not just monetarily, but verbal support and viewership that I've gotten on doing these kind of videos. It's obviously inspired a lot of people to go out on Boyd and on the drama community and do, hey Anna, and do, hey Gypsy, Jessica, Jennifer, how you doing, sweetie? And do their own streaming. I've seen Melton go out there, even Elvis. Can I make it 100 feet or not? Fuck this. This is too much like work. Thank you, Jessica. I don't really. Hey, Jeff T. Rowe. I think it's kind of funny. Yeah, you just bubble with happiness now, Nicole. You don't. No fucks given. How you doing, beautiful Pam? No fucks given at all by Nicole. She has truly evolved into somebody now that's just going to suck every bit of positive juice out of YouTube and just laugh at the negative shit and just roll on. There's nothing that dire here on YouTube. Oh, okay. There you go, Cornell. There you go. No fucks given. But now imagine going out on the street and taking that to the next level. And there's a risk factor to this, because when I invest, as Nicole knows, into the live view equipment, you're talking about $1,000 initial investment for the gear. You're talking about $300 per additional battery pack for $600 of additional battery pack, $200 for a modem to get signal to the cell. So you're at two bills, too large on that kind of setup. Now the ups plus the cost of the use and your cell service and all that, plus a subscription to live view. But the upside is, if you saw the cinematic Pacific with Narse when we went out there, you're able to use a GoPro, and through the HDMI port, you're able to hook up that GoPro and have perfectly stabilized video and a signal that's coming to you in true 720 with no weeble wobble or anything like that. For amazing. Yeah, buy Elvis some equipment too. How you doing, Wacko? Now the risk is you're carrying around $2,000 worth of gear. You know, so if you get hit, the the loss on that is incredible. Well, Cassidy, what this equipment actually does, it's called bonded networking. You see, when I'm out streaming and I'm using an external battery pack that plugs into the bottom of the cell phone, I'm using a single carrier Verizon wireless to upload my video and put it out to you guys. Yeah, keep a razor. There you go. Right in my titties, 180. Sometimes though, when you go into a store, oftentimes if you're going deep into a mall or something like that, you're going to lose the signal. Big metal buildings, and it's bad because it disconnects you from the stream. Then you have to start another stream. Now you have two separate videos that have been uploaded and they're not joined on YouTube. Now imagine, besides Verizon, if you now added a second cell carrier, say AT&T, to your package. And then you add Sprint if you want. And then you add, I don't know, T-Mobile. Now you have four cell carriers. And what this piece of equipment, Live View, does, it bonds all four of those together. And it uses the strength of all four of those cells simultaneously to put out an incredible video quality. And you don't lose the stream. I sure do shoot the shit. I sure do, Pam, my girl. How you doing, Hazel-eyed victim? I don't know. I'm so used to Vegas victim. Vegas hazel-eyed vixen. Hello, RV Davy. Much better reception. True HD with tremendous clarity. None of that fuzziness, none of that pixelation that you get. Now the running costs, that's a lot of cell phone bills for one phone. That's right, Ash. So your running cost just to provide that is something on the order of $500 a month, something like that. But the upside is, if you've reached a point where people seem to enjoy the streams, and it's not a real issue about, covering that off, plus whatever tidbits, YouTube monetization gives. But the upside is, yeah, the 5G, we'll see. Maybe I will. Maybe I will wait on that left-wing whacker. That's an idea. Because right now it's good enough. It's obviously doing the job, but it is at the point now where the payoff is really, really great. Yeah, I like it. Always victim. That's what I'm saying. How you doing, Ash? Nice to see you. So this is the big decision point right now. Okay, so that's what it is. I mean, they're fun streams now. Like last night, we didn't have any drops. Once in a while, I'll drop out to take a photograph. Like I did take one. I'll show you guys. I did put it up on Instagram. If you do follow me on Instagram, Rosie.O'Kelly up there. And I follow Nicole and quite a few others on there. You'll see this. That was yesterday. Me hanging off the train. One of those staged photos. And also, the hell's that? Let me find that. Me meeting the wonderful Sarah out there on the stream yesterday. So I love your cooking. I love to watch your talents, Nicole. You're amazingly gifted and you bring a high degree of precision and passion and beauty no doubt taste to your cooking. 2. So that's the first thing, the gear. I'm right at the point. Yeah, Rosie the hobo. I'll tell you, this summer, I'm going to hop a train somewhere. I don't know where in the hell it's going to be, and we're just going to go riding. And I don't know where in the hell it's going to be, through a damn tunnel and parked in there. Could really be screwed. I'm going to hop something that's moving. I'm going to ride down to Oakland and just go for it. Be a lot of fun. How you doing, Nocturnal? Hey, Miles for Days. Be a blast to do something. Would it have been better, Mallory? Imagine if there's no pixelation, like it's looking at a 720D high def, like at the ocean, and you don't see any pixelation at all, and the clarity is just amazing, and you don't get any buffering, and you don't get any dropped frames. And with enough extra carriers, you can go up to 1080p ultra high definition live stream. It can be truly, truly amazing. Amazing. Now let's talk about and I'm gonna make the decision about that. Like I say, it's been a great 2019 in so many ways, thanks to you guys. Boxcar Rosie, there you go. That's it, Grizz. Choo choo Rosie. Be a lot of fun. I watched this guy that came over from England. He rode all the way across Canada. So it was pretty interesting. Then he got caught and he didn't go to court, and now he can't get into Canada. He's not allowed to come into Canada and the US anymore. It's like, what the hell? Now let's talk a minute about my moderators. Obviously, word has gotten out that the moderators, those who choose to be, and there's some that don't want to be, we take one day a month. Last Wednesday, a week ago was it. And you guys are nice enough to chip in for the moderators, and then I top it off with some money. And then that's distributed to moderators, because my philosophy is that you're not running a show by yourself. You go out on a stream, your moderators are involved. Oda May might be moderating 2 other streams simultaneously. Nicole Green might be eating or pleasuring herself in the UK. She doesn't have time. She's not available to come on the stream. It's not mandatory. There you go, Cornell. It's not mandatory. But they are compensated, and their compensation is now in direct proportion to what's going on with the growth of the channel and all that. They're selected also very carefully so that there's a core of them. There's not a ton of them. They really are very good moderators. They really are very good moderators. Some of them have been, people like Nicole. She's relatively new. She was about a half-month mod here. But and let's just go down the list. She's been someone we've had our ups and downs, our peaks and valleys, but she's matured a lot. I've grown up. She's helped me grow up. Right? It's often like the younger, she's much more mature than I am. She has consistently, through all the ups and downs, we always come back together, and she's always had my best interests at heart for over 6 years. Hey, Francis, how are you? Well, eating, pleasuring herself. Yeah, the mods are very fair. Okay. The mods have to endure. So there's Nicole. I've asked her to be a mod. Okay, and she's agreed. It's not mandatory to be here. If you're here, you're Harvey. Is somebody I think that has a heart of gold. It's taken Harvey to get a little bit of adjustment into the way I do things. I have a lot more slack than the average streamer, the average chat host. Sometimes it's painful people are like, you got this person on and this person's a POS and this person did that. Look, I clear the books every chat. You leave your baggage at the door. And I've said before, as long as you are acting decent on my chat, you stay. But when you get nasty on my chat on panel, you get the royal boot. That hasn't changed in 2019. Now it's a little bit of an adjustment when the mods come over. And they will see somebody come in and that finger, they're holding themselves back from, they want to hit that so bad, but they understand it's my chat stream. Fair and balanced. That's right. How you doing, Sherry? And Chair Flair. It's what makes a more dynamic chat. Therefore, you don't have to be one of the other chat hosts that talks about the people that they don't claim to watch, but the people can be, they're welcome to come in here, and they always have been. Just behave and act right. That's the only thing I ask. Okay, but otherwise, my mods control the side chat. And it's like if somebody puts up their personal information or something like that, as in any chat, that gets removed. I've also got Oda May. It goes without saying that Oda May is highly intelligent. She's one that restrains herself mightily and screams at me from that side chat. How you doing, Gray? Yeah, I'm a bad MF 180. She screams at me from that side chat. Oh my God, this MF, I can't stand. Look at this guy, no respect. Just tear her up. But she's another one that knows the way I like things, and that is really a certain skill set. JK NoCal has a defensive wrench. JK NoCal has no interest in, compensated. JK NoCal enjoys being here. I've met him now 3 times, hung out with him 3 times, stream sniped me once. He's a wonderful person. And I just got tired of him being messed with in the chat. He's funny as hell. And he's not here to time, boot, or do anything to anybody. But I want to get back to Oda May. She does a wonderful job. I guess I really consider her the lead moderator in here. And then we have Tom Finland. We also have King of All Things, doesn't really come around too often. Juice, I love Juice. Juice is around late nights and things like that for me. And we have Tom Finland. A lot of you did not know Tom Finland. But Tom Finland is somebody that had been on my videos commenting for years. And in some of my earliest IRL streams, he was always there in the afternoon on the stream. So it made sense. It made sense for him to be a part of the program. Good afternoon, Christina. Ooh, it's spring and it's not snowing. How often is that? So otherwise, I'm very happy because the mods know I have a lot of bounce to the ounce to me. And I'm not rattled when people go off on me and do their things. It doesn't really move my needle too much. So they let people be themselves on the side chat. I mean, I enjoy going around with Kernel. I mean, he's funny. He's funny as hell. He can troll me in other chats. I don't care. Anybody can. It just doesn't matter. Hey, Sister Earth, how are you? Nice to see you. Yeah, good old. Love seeing Stewie around. Yeah, must be your Irish genes. Hey, how you doing, Vinny? Nice to see you, my friend. So I've gotten a lot of email. My whole point is I've gotten a lot of messages lately. I want to be a mod on your channel. I want to do this. I don't want to run a channel with a lot of wrenches. Okay. The problem with a lot of wrenches is sometimes you don't really know when something you could do is going to hit somebody the wrong way. I mean, my mods know I'm already an a-hole. You know, they're not, hey, it's like Rosie being Rosie. You know, she's an idiot a lot of times. But if you have a zillion wrenches and then you suddenly discover that every time you go to your block list, you have 500 people on your block list, and then you have a whole raft of complaints that people's comments are being removed from videos and streams. Oh boy. And because shit rolls downhill, I'm the one that gets the messages about, oh, Rosie, you remove my comment. I don't remove comments, okay? Some things are on approve if they hit a trigger list of certain words. They're just on approval. But unless they're particularly heinous, they go through. So the problem is, unless you keep tight control of the number of wrenches, then it can wreak havoc. And I don't really dig. I mean, I'm used to taking Carlos Martinez and unblocking his 472 accounts. But I don't want to take an hour going through and trying to remove 500 people that got blocked out because on another chat, they went rogue or somebody got pissed at them, and then they're going to come in here and take their friends out. What's going on, Vegas Vixen? What's going on? So it's really nice to have wrenches that you know aren't going to go in and wreak havoc on you. This is why I have a very, very, very small core of people that have wrenches. And sometimes it means in a stream I might have one wrench in there, I might have none in there, but it's just the way it is. Okay, it is what it is. I would rather have that than everything going nuts with a million wrenches and you don't know what the hell. You're basically giving them free reign over your channel for moderating comments and for putting people on a block list. My mods don't do that stuff. Okay, they're here to just have fun. Have fun. And that's the main thing. And once in a while, just take care of business. And I mean, I think a lot of people feel the same way now. Like I say, it's been great to have Nicole on board. And the nice thing about Nicole is I don't tell Nicole, hey, don't go here or don't go. I don't do the same thing either. Neither do you guys. I'm happy if she goes any place on any panel and has a great time. I ain't going on no roller coaster. Hey, hippie, how you doing, sweetie? Bottom line. I went on a roller coaster once. I had to take that Stanley staple gun with half-inch staples and staple that wig on. I don't want no flying wig on the upside down roller coaster. I already did that once, and I puked a projectile stream all over some 10-year-old kid's back. I don't want to go down that again. Not my thing. Yesterday, moving on. So now that I hope that explains a little bit about the philosophy about the moderators. Most people want to come here and not be worried about watching everything on the side chat and wrenching. I know I ask other people in other chat. I don't want to wrench in the chat, right? I just want to go over there and have fun, just to have fun. I know, D. Well, Grizz, you do what you got to do. And I know somebody popped in with Mayor Bear and Dr. Fish. I've known Mayor Bear for the better part of 2 years now over there. I've gotten along good on the chat. I know a lot of people have seen Elvis and me chatting in there with Dr. Fish and all that. I mean, it's a kooky chat, but it's at the end of the day, you're not banned here, Patreon Pirate. How you doing, Kiwan? How you doing? Greatest moments on YouTube are really nice, like yesterday. It's a real pleasure to have somebody come up like Sarah, the beautiful Sarah did, came up, drove in her pickup truck, ran out. Big hug. I wanted to give you a big hug and meet you. Comes up and stream snipes. It's almost like, what would I say? It's almost like a gold medal moment on YouTube where you don't even know who this person is. And some people today, like she could have had a knife and gutted you. I'm pretty good at taking care of myself out there. Yeah, like a stalker. But it's an awesome moment. You get to meet a young, beautiful gal, Sarah, who comes up. And you got to kind of pinch yourself and say, wow, yeah, and let me just say, Tamara, you've already called the cops and filed charge. Like I said, I don't bring baggage. Other people don't bring baggage from other people's chats in here. If Dr. Fish and Mayor Bear come in, Mayor Bear came in on my chat last night to say hi. If they're decent in here, I like you, Tamara, but I can't get involved, but I'm quite confident you can handle your own stuff on there. So it's just the way. So I hope things work out for you. But it was really nice to have Sarah come up, and then we had Robert on Saturday. Probably be seeing Robert again. May drop off. I'm not quite sure if I want to take on his big, he's got a real big, huge top of the line unit. I'm not sure I even want to get involved with that, the repair of that at this point. Yeah, wait till they start showing up at the front door at 3 a.m. Then not so fun. I think this is a feature that you'll see a lot, Polly, going forward, is people sniping the stream, because it is a lot of fun. And you got to remember, most people that see you on YouTube, they're not going to come up and want to generally kick your ass. Okay, maybe they do, maybe they don't. I don't know. But at this point in time, I think it's a really, really fun thing. And to me, it's like the penultimate moment on YouTube that, wow, somebody's really watching you out there. And you never know who is around locally. Yeah, I hear you, Nicole. I'm the same. I've lost friends for clearing the air with you. I won't tolerate any drama in my life anymore. If people want to play, that's what I'm saying, Nicole. Some people grow older. Some people grow up. Okay, I'm my age. I don't have time for nonsense. Oh, okay. Sister Earth said, yes, I did. I did, Harvey. Sister Earth says, Rosie, did you hear about Adam 22 getting robbed on live stream? Tried to rob him, had a gun. Well, this is the risk of the IRL streams, particularly the places that I particularly enjoy going. I'm not always going to go there, but it does happen. Harvey, you are a rat aficionado, my friend. You're putting the love back into rats. Pretty damn cool. So I was saying, for me, that was one of the greatest moments on YouTube, and I welcome them. It's not the first time it happens, but things happen quite often. Yeah, stream sniping means when you're on a live stream and somebody comes up to, hey, are you Rosie? And they are now a part of your stream. And it makes it a lot of fun. Sometimes it's a little overwhelming. Robert was a little, oh man. We're sitting in the McDonald's restaurant in Oakland, and Robert's just looking at this side chat, and it's like, this is pretty heavy duty. Just to let you know what the travel schedule, and Mr. Z may be coming up to the Rancho for a visit next month. Trying to see if we can get that worked out. Okay. 3 or 4 days with Mr. Z. He's indicated that he would like to do some chooching and hang out with us. That'd be kind of fun. And then, of course, later we have Easter, and then later now we'll be able to start drinking again. Today marks over 2 weeks since I've had a beer or anything. So later in the month, Missy Jenn has her infusion. Then 1 week after that in May, I will be on the road. We will be going to Las Vegas. I will be seeing Vegas Vixen, hanging out with her, Mr. Z again. So we'll be having a damn good time. I come back, and then I will be off down the coast to Southern California, LA, San Diego. Yep, he'll be on cam. And then after that, I'll be taking off for the Midwest through Iowa, up to Michigan, and then over to Canada to hopefully be meeting the chairman of the board, Norm F. up there. So it's going to be a very interesting summer. It's going to be a hell of a lot of travel. So it's going to be very interesting. I have to decide whether I am willing to risk $2,000 worth of gear every time I do a live stream. Probably at this point, the answer is yes, but we shall see. The last topic today is big egos and cheap. Yeah, I'd love to, Sister Earth. Jesse's, and I know you are beautiful, metallic. I know you are. So there's a lot of traveling. Then from the Midwest up to the Northeast, Mid-Atlantic, back to Santa Rosa. And then I'm taking off for probably 2 months for Florida. Thank you, Miles. Thank you very much, honey. Very sweet. Miles for days. Thank you, honey. Very sweet of you. Money for some beers. Thank you, honey. Then it's down to Florida. We're going to have the, not nice? Yeah, we're going to be down in Florida. That fireplace is cool. Going to be down in Florida. Going to have the streaming house. Going to be hanging out for 2 months down there. And then we're going to be back to Santa Rosa. And then taking off for Las Vegas, the AVN, the Adult Entertainment Awards, the Adult Product Show. That whole thing, that whole huge thing. Already blocked out a lot of rooms in Vegas. I like drinking. A lot of, yeah, I'm a Maryland girl, Simon Simple. Balmer, born and raised. Then we'll be at the AVNs. We've already booked out a block of rooms for Las Vegas. So that's going to be a lot of fun. We've done 3 years with the Cowboys. It's time to move on and bring you guys some really new entertainment. And nice thing about that, when you video, they can't have nudity inside of the convention center, but they can have, you know, pretty risque. You'll drive right. Oh, I'd love to see you, Ontario chick. I would love to see you. So I'm in process of getting my passport and all that. Hello, Snickerdoodle. So there's going to be a ton of good stuff coming up. With time in between in Kansas City, St. Louis, I would like to meet Oda. I'd like to see Hipster Heaven if she's around, and other people. So it'd be a good time. Be a great time for that. I want to talk the last thing, big egos and big and cheap views. You have to ask yourself on YouTube, I think, and this is just, the following is just my opinion. Woo, thank you very much, 180. Wow, 180, $1.99. Thank you, my friend. I think Boris is around. I think he's probably busy with life. Hi, Vanessa. Yeah, it's going to be a good summer, Jen. A lot of the time it's going to be in a hotel. I'm not going to sweat my ass off in the van, and I'm probably not going to buy a Class B for a while until the right one comes through. Thank you, Kimmy's. I'm not going to rush that. Hi, Vicky. How are you? Big egos and cheap views. The cheapest views I think that you get on YouTube are the most unenduring and the most meaningfully. Yep, I know you prefer cheap egos and big views. There you go. Oda May. You look at some of these people that give State of the Queen bad address, and have basically meaningless videos, and just take other people's side chats, pop them out, and put them on their own streams. You know, they often wonder why they don't get any traction or go anywhere on YouTube. And the solution always seems to be to grab for the lowest hanging fruit that you can. Instead of being creative, instead of pushing yourself to think outside of the box, you go for the cheap, low hanging fruit, and you have to talk about other people because you lack basic creativity. You cannot bring any content that people would be interested in seeing, or so you think. So you go for the cheap view of talking about other people, discussing them, and naturally it draws a crowd. People love to see somebody drawn into the public square and whipped, which is basically what the equivalent is of that. A public whipping on YouTube. You draw the people in, but at the end of the day, you do nothing to grow your channel. You do nothing to inspire. You do nothing to really entertain people, because after the whipping is over, your big problem is you've got to go on to the next whipping. You've got to look in the mirror and tell yourself, I've got no creativity at all unless I'm talking about somebody else. I have no entertainment value of my own. I have no ability to tell a story, no ability to show anything, no ability to share anything as local as my town, my state, my food experience. I have nothing to offer except my ability and the fun I derive by hauling people into a public place on YouTube and whipping the living hell out of them. Colleen, it's the DJI Osmo 2. Then you get a sense, this is where the real tragedy comes in. You get a sense because you look at the view counts, 200, 250 people. You get a sense that you really matter and that you must be great. And then the big ego takes over. But the reality is, if you look, and this is the bottom line, as they all say, if you look at the view counts, once those public whippings are over, not one person goes back and watches that content at all. So you see these pathetically low total view counts over time because nobody cares about the content. You don't bring anything to the table. One of these whippers wrote me last night, I'm sorry to do this, but for me, it's my fun. And it's what I enjoy doing. It helps me pass the time. But I don't know why I never really grow as a result of it. Well, here's your answer. Because what really helps you grow on YouTube is videos that people can teach somebody how to do something, take somebody someplace they haven't been before. Then you have videos that people watch over years and years and years. So Elvis gets the, people go back and watch, do some of the back viewing. 3 million views. You get to my channel, 12 million views. It's because there's something there. You're bringing content that people can enjoy for years. So my bottom line is, if your big ego gets in the way and you can't see the futility and ridiculousness of what you do, then there's no simple solution. Hey, James, how you doing? How are you doing, Sean? Yeah, there we go, Sean Ali. There's your answer. Don't confuse the number of viewers that you have on a live stream with some measure of success on YouTube. That's exactly right. Pushing others down to lift yourself. So when I'm encouraged by this person, hit back. We can spin up the drama. I don't know you too well, but let's spin up the drama here. Hit back. Come on, hit back. My answer to them is, why in hell would I ever want to do anything to grow a channel like that? The fact that I no longer mention you or the channels involved should be evident enough. The low opinion I have about what you do on YouTube. There's my spanking. Most successful videos, 2-minute DI with 300,000 views. No one really watches. When the drama's over, it's over. And you might think to yourself that people rode on the coattails of your channel, but you're really nothing. In the scheme of YouTube, you're a zero. And I don't direct people, and I don't spin up dramas, because at the end of the day, when you would add my zero to your zero, what would you get? Let's do the math. 0 plus 0 is, just like I'm good for business for him, Cornell. 0 plus 0 is 0. Now, you say good for business. We joke about good for business, but there's an element of heart in what I do. There's a definite element of heart. It's been years of trying to help people. Thank you, Goose. Hashtag Goose. Thank you, Goose. There's an element of heart in there. As much as I'm a fuck up, and as much as I might hang with Elvis, and Bergs, and the riffraff, so to speak, that's my own failing. That's my own thing in life. But at the end of the day, I think most of the people here on the chat can see that, well, Rosie's not a selfish person. She's a giver, not a taker, here on YouTube, and I'm proud of that. Thank you, Kimmy's. Thank you, Ontario. So I'm going to continue to do that and to bring that kind of content. And I'm so happy this year that, Nicole and I have rekindled a wonderful friendship that we've had for years. And Nicole has this ability, and she's carved out for herself what I call the no fucks given. I'm just going to have fun. And if it's not fun, I'm splitting that scene and doing what I want to do. And that's a great thing. Because this can be a place that can really, really, really. Hey, Morticia, this can be a place that really brings you down, YouTube. When you start thinking, oh, I got to make this person happy, or what's going to happen if I do now? Oh shit, I'm going to have to answer to these 6 or 7 people who are going to be pissed off. This whole thing. You find yourself trying to build like a Venn diagram. Well, these people will be pissed if I do this. These people will be pissed if I do that. And you have very small sections that won't be pissed, and you start to get a little overlapping Venn diagram. Remember them from math class? And pretty soon you're left with a tiny group of people that's not pissed off. Not fun. How you doing, 60s? Oh, I'm not, well, trust me, Vicky. Ain't nothing getting me down, because I refuse to give. What they really crave is attention. What they most crave is some stamp of relevancy here on YouTube. And as many of you know, for years, I don't give that stamp of relevancy to haters. I never have. There was a person that famously hated on me in Florida for years, baselessly. Used to beg me, Rosie, do a response, strike back, tell me how you feel. I never gave that person the satisfaction of a return video. Gradually, of course, that person saw the errors of his way and ended up apologizing for that. I don't give people that attention, that back and forth that they crave, sitting there hoping against hope that you're going to do that video so they can once again have a talking point. Sorry, I'm going to force you to make some real content. No, you don't need to cut anybody. Force you to do some content, to not go for the easy, cheap view that gives you an inflated ego, some idea of who you are and how you matter here on YouTube. What's the old saying? Take care, Nicole. Love you too. Numbers don't lie. And that's it. That's right, quirky girl. Go high when they go low. Because at the end of the day, that's what really drives them batshit crazy. Is there's actually somebody that can take the high road and not dip down in the muck. I'm going to get a cup of coffee real quick. Going to answer up anything you guys want to ask on the side chat. I've had some people say you cut off too quickly at the end. Let people interact. So let me grab a cup of coffee. Just another hour, and I'll be right. Oh, Beth, oh, Beth, what can I do? Bump, bump, Beth, what can I do? Oh, boy. So, anybody have any suggestions or anything they want to talk about? Have a cup of coffee with me. Sing it. There we go, Nathan. How you doing, my friend? Yeah, I've come to. Oh, you had Beth on the brain yesterday. I've come to have some new appreciation for Melton. Yeah, Colleen runs a damn coffee farm, so there you go. I don't know, Cornell. I never really, not an issue. You know, we all have something. Bong hits. There you go. 30 days from now, Simon, you're going to enjoy a beer from me. You're right, man. I'm 14 days down and 26 days to go. No, I never tried that, Cobra John. I really enjoy the O'Doul's. It's pretty good. Oh, you got to see kangaroos. I've enjoyed seeing the sunsets that he's done 60s. The sunsets there. Yay, 10 days till you move. Yeah, everyone likes their ego striked once in a while. Just don't go to extremes. I mean, it's irritating with people. You don't hear me out here. You know, I did one simple video because Missy Jenn, you got to put something up for 20,000 subs. Otherwise, I don't sit there, I got 12 million like Elvis. You know, I'm the most talked about person in the 12. I mean, what the hell? It's embarrassing. Oh, Harvey, anybody that knows it's just another day and another day with Marshall. We've been down here for 4 years. It's all calculated to drive people to fire up Hangouts and talk about them. If they didn't fire up Hangouts and didn't speak of it, it would just, he'd be lost. It's the way he operates. It is what it is. So I'm not going to be one. My phone's blowing up. This happened. Like, look, you guys know. Watch what you want to watch. Yeah, I mean, it's it's not going to move my needle any. It's different when you think that somebody's heart is really like that, and then that somebody's, I'm the dirtiest player, and you don't see things the same way. It's not as stark and not as dark. There you go, Smooth. I hope I'm in your new script. Wouldn't I look good in that road trek? Hi, Smooth. The thing isn't even a backup light. It's the most screwed up thing on that. Sounds like aliens landing. There we go. Smooth. You got my number. Let's flip that script. Rosie, you've not seen Tucker on your chat lately. Is he already? Where did I see him? I saw him the night before last. He was on somebody's chat. I unsubbed from a few streams. I don't watch Hooker anymore. A few people I unsubbed from. I think I saw him on Shauna's stream. I think it is. How you doing, cute kitty? Two girls gone wild with drama. There you go. Yeah, at least, well, I have the money to pay for it anyway. I don't need Simon. I don't need Smooth to Mr. X to carry the paperwork for me. A nice country club chat. Yeah, he's around. Oh, there we go. Okay, Smooth. That's right. It's still in Florida till tax day. How fitting. Well, Smooth, you don't have to carry the paper with me. Wired right to your account. Harris Bank, Chicago, Illinois. Right? Oh. Yeah, we're gonna be working with Mr. Z. Yeah, Tucker's got to take it easy. The thing is, you come back with these pacemakers and things, you feel on top of the world. You got to get time to adjust. Yeah, the love doll from China. No, I'm not. You know, Mallory Williams, I'm not going to ask anybody to buy me an RV. I never would. But I'm sure as hell going to be happy if Mr. X says, here's what it costs, Rosie. I'm giving you first right. There it is, wired right into Harris Bank, Chicago, Illinois. No problem at all. And Mr. X be happy as hell because he's got his Great West Class B, which is actually diesel pusher. It's kind of a nice rig. It's a smooth talking, Rosie. Yeah. I will take very good care of it for sure. I'm not sure. Norm was very kind on my stream last night. He really enjoyed the Petaluma stream. I want to thank Mallory Williams too. You know, she rolls in those very funny comments and sitting in the restaurant. Had a really great time. And you know, the other thing, I really love Mallory because it's no fucks given. He's just doing her thing. And the strength that certain people have exuded. I hope to, Sean. And I wouldn't bitch you out if Mr. X made a profit on it. He's entitled to. Being in the right place at the right time has its own rewards. And I think Mr. X knows I'm a generous person by nature. I mean, I cannot wait to sit down with Mr. X at the Gale Street Tavern again, do a whole mess of ribs as my guest, just like I did the first time I came, and Mr. X was kind enough to pick me up at the airport. Good time. We get along good, you know. But I never tell anybody what to do with their, you know, with their goods or their money. So, you say I was under 80,000 shorts low. When last had the oil change? It's rough as hell dry. The Leeson Marie needs a major. Like I said, I would buy the thing and stick it here and just do a long-term restoration on it. Make that thing like it was brand new. Miss M the entire time, huh? What do you guys think? How you doing, Kathy Weezer? What's up, girl? Do you see Mallory in Vegas? Yeah, I know he's changed the oil. It's at the point now where probably because of Smooth's direction on that. could use a tune-up, I think. Could use specialized cleaning of the injectors and Ms. C, huh? Yeah, we do have some other letters to fill in, Cassidy. But we have to call you Miss H. We have Mr. X, we have Mr. Y, and we have Mr. Z. Sugar Chimp says, I would like to ride around in that Road Trek 210 BBW carrier like a crazed chimp. Wouldn't that be awesome? That's it. You're just going to be Mr. Alphabet. That's a tradition here on the Boy. We protect people's anonymity as long as possible till they eventually get caught out. Propane stove furnace is not working. It's I guess it's gone through a shutdown mode. Well, oh no. There's another comment that'll never see the general chat. Thank you, my friend. We'll now give you the royal boot. Boom. That thing was in really pristine condition, John, when he got that out of there. People, those of you who want to come in and put nasty shit on the side chat, understand that I have, I have systems set up. Your comments will never show to the general chat. They're held on a long delay. And either me or the moderators just remove them before, they're just removed before they ever see the light of day. So you're really wasting your time. It's a smart way to do things. The Royal Jail Shower Shoe. Your last name's your first name. We'll have to call you Miss H. Later, Fun Nine. Take care, honey. Give you a shake, honey. Here you go, Cheryl. There you go, my girl. Oh, thank you, Shannon. You're wonderful, honey. Thanks for being here. Celeste, you're too funny, hon. You're gorgeous. I wish you'd show yourself on camera more. You know, the nice thing, the sun's coming out today, this afternoon. So I'm excited about that. Had a little overnight rain and morning shower and be out doing a streamy. Francis says, I just had a great sandwich with a Budweiser. Tuna salad with tomato and organic mayonnaise and spices. Rosie, I respect your 40-day fast. Thank you, Francis. 40 days of no booze. 14 days underway. Todd Holmes, I changed half my gender. I consider myself third gendered. Best of both worlds. Brasil, exuberante, Dios. Oh, thank you, Shannon. I'm very honored. Shannon said, for the past couple of months, you're the only person I've been watching on live stream. Oh, good. You got a little live stream camera. That's good, Celeste. Awesome. Happy first day of spring. Simon, what part of Maryland are you in? Are you in Western Maryland, Eastern Shore, Southern Maryland, or Central? Boop, 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 boop. Brasil, beijos, beijos. They speak Portuguese. Shake it, but don't break it. How you been, Alabella? It's always nice to see Francis. Somebody a couple weeks ago, Francis doesn't come to your streams anymore. Francis isn't your friend. Francis and I will always be friends. How you doing, Uber Goober lady? You sweet thing, you. I like what you did to your hair, honey. You look like you're, I don't know, like 35 years old now. It's pretty amazing. Thank you, Uber Goober lady. No, it's amazing. Nobody's left in Maryland. Out of a crew of 11 people, there ain't nobody left. Far Western Maryland. Yep, I know I drove through Cumberland, which I love. There's Deep Creek. There's Cumberland, which I love. I can't wait to spend some time in Cumberland. Hagerstown. I used to spend a lot of time up in Everett, PA, and Bellarmine Hall up there, and beautiful place. That's where I camped outside, 15 below zero and 64 below wind chill. Whoa. In a pup tent. I love Francis. Francis has always been a friend of mine. Francis is the least non-judgmental person. How you treat Francis is how you get treated in return. That is cold. Yeah, I will be going through Maryland. Yeah. Heading over to the Eastern Shore. Probably get a place on the beach at Ocean City for a week. Yeah, Maryland was a Confederate state. If you count the number of stars on the flag, you will see, let's see, you're hidden again, Todd Holmes. Sorry. There's another guy whose opinion won't be seen. Boom. There we go. Sorry, Todd. That never saw the light of day. All that work to create that. One of those stars on there is for the Confederate flag. The Civil War began on the streets of Baltimore when the Union Army from Massachusetts marched through Baltimore to change trains and was pelted with bricks and bats and rocks and everything else. Yep, Cumberland's still a beautiful city. I love Cumberland. It's also the state in the 1860 election when Abraham Lincoln was elected president. Only 5% of the vote from the state of Maryland, 5% went to Lincoln. Think about that. Good afternoon, Shirley. Uber Goober's gone to Vegas. That's it. One of the side strip shows. There you go. You go for some crap. Cumberland's actually quite beautiful out there. I think I stayed at the Holiday Inn right in town there. I know Cumberland pretty well. Railroad tracks. It's all beautiful through there. Maryland's a beautiful state. They call it American miniature. It has everything from mountains to ocean. Chesapeake Bay. Yeah, sorry, Todd. You're just wasting your time. You can run through your 10 channels, buddy. But only my mods and me see that. And oops, there goes another rubber tree plant, man. So you keep firing away, baby. You get no traction on here at home. When the husband is home and I'm watching, he said, that woman you're watching knows. I commented about the oil slick. There you go. That's it. Blue crabs. Have your lobster. Yeah, John, Cobra John, like I got crabs in high school once. Cobra John. That's what I'm saying, Christina. It's so easy to you know, if you know what you're doing, you can set up your streams perfectly. Oh, I'd love that, Simon. I will definitely be in Maryland this I'll definitely be in Maryland this summer. I look forward to being in Cumberland. It's a lot of fun. Close to the bay. There we go. I've been all over the bay. St. Michael's, Crisfield, Betterton, Sassafras River, Nanacoke River, Corsica River, Miles River, Chester River. There we go, Sean. Back in 62, baby. That's exactly right, Francis. It has nothing to do. It has to do with heritage. You don't destroy your heritage. You explain it to people. That's exactly right. Hey, my hubby knows all the he's going. Oh, awesome. Awesome. I worked in the medical field pushing paperwork around the last couple years, mainly for Sutter Hospital Group. Born in 78, baby. Yeah, Uber's going to get the party going in Las Vegas, baby. Trying to restore an old record player. It's a lot of fun. This RB Shadow, he just restored a record player. Sadly, he's no longer on the channel, but he's a real nice guy. And he does really great content. But he's a super nice guy. If you want to know about... Yeah, that's it. People ask random stuff. I lived in China for 5 years. Yes, I did. How you doing, Kev? Cajun Kev. Cindy's 1962, my birthday. Cindy's a baby. Cindy's a baby. When your first vivid memory is as a kid is watching the funeral of John F. Kennedy in 1963 on a black and white TV. That's you've been tromping around a while. I've traveled the world. I've flown around the world. Got one of those certificates for having flown. BA in philosophy. Cassidy says, "What's your education?" BA in philosophy, BA in political science, MBA in business administration. That's it. There you go, Kimmies. Y'all are all babies. 1958, baby. The sun one. Yes, I did the Mile High Club on Philippines Airlines from Manila to Hong Kong. '62 born. Yeah, I mean, people always say, "What good is a philosophy degree?" You would be surprised in terms of how they teach you to think critically and think things through. I got a lot out of it. Cajun Cab. Cab, you're a lot of fun in the chats, is what you are. I remember watching astronauts land on the moon in July of 1960. Yes, I have an MBA with a dual concentration in finance and marketing. Cassie's turning 40. Honey, it suits you well. Don't even worry about it. There you go. Andrea says 1965 here. Hubby is 58. How you doing, Andrea? Yeah, Sarah says, Rosie, I remembered that day too. I am older than you a little bit. Yeah, watching on some rusty old black and white TV, watching John F. Kennedy's funeral. Oh, thank you, Simon. Digging for gold. Then I learned Chinese and went on to China. Yeah, I'm doing good, Andrea. It's nice to see you, honey. Yeah, the critical thinking and analytic skills you learn in philosophy can lead to success in many areas. Particularly, you're required to take courses like logic and. Oh, okay, there you go, Kev. You won $50, huh? Yeah, the Challenger explosion. I sure remember that. Celeste says I wasn't alive yet. I told you, Celeste, I'm half dead, honey. Hey, Christy. Cassidy, I just play that on TV. First movie you remember watching was West Side Story. I was one of those kids at the family, wholesome movies. That's all we had in the 60s. Remember being dragged off to Sound of Music or the Sound of Mucus and Mary Poppins. Yeah, Davey, thank you. It worked out okay for me. How about you, Davey? Davey's a graduate of the School of Hard Knocks, huh? Or half alive. Yeah, nice. PhD in chemistry and a degree in philosophy. Says it serves him well with his career. Oh, you had 100% in my college logic and philosophy career. Well, I'm not surprised, Oda May. I'm not surprised. Thank you, Jody. Yep, 20,000 subs. Thank you, honey. I'm not surprised, Oda May. You're extremely smart woman. Now I had the time of my life, and I never felt this way before. It's untrue, and I owe it all to you. Where are the boo do 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 do. Yeah, I'll be chooching later. It looks like it's going to be sunny out today, so I'm real happy about that. No, a lot of people don't want to be. A lot of people don't want to show in their sub feed a subscription to a trans gal, particularly one that's very out there. So it's probably twice as many people, but they bookmark the channel and they check in on a daily basis. Oh, Roe versus Wade. Okay. Oh, just a little neighborhood one here. Rosie, I've seen you made a gesture with your finger like have problems with I have a solution for that. Well, I do a little bit of Righteous Brothers. Inches away from a wardrobe malfunction. Jody takes all the fun out. There you go. Well, some people, Christine, if they don't know that they have a setting on YouTube that allows their subscriptions to be put on private. I can't tell you the hundreds and hundreds of people that wrote me through the years. I just, I'm sub to you, but you won't show up on your thing. I like to keep it, I don't want people to think that I'm into trans, blah, blah, blah. No, whatever, it's cool. Oh, Garrett, that's pretty cool. Cassidy's got a hell of a life down there. Oh, just thinking about strikes. Row a boat versus wade through the Florida swamps. You couldn't pay me to go through the Florida Everglades, wading through the glades. Are you kidding me? That's awesome. Cassidy's, I don't know, she raises kids right. Yeah, I don't want to go wading through the Everglades, even with I like those airboats. You should get Rosie to send me. Oh, shit, Sean. You're so full of shit. Shit. I ain't ever signed an autograph. So if you do get one, it'll be a check, right? That'll be it. No, Shauna Lee, I would be embarrassed with that stuff, signed photos and things. I'm personally very embarrassed. Yeah, remember the day he was killed, Rosie, watching on TV. I sure remember that, Uber Goober lady. I remember going to the 1964 World's Fair in New York City and going to Mommy Leone's restaurant for dinner and seeing the biggest block of cheese in the world that was in a refrigerated plexiglass case, going to the German beer garden, having my first taste of beer at 6 years old, getting a little Sinclair dinosaur pressed out on the injection molding machine. To Garrett, with love. Yeah, that's right, Oda May. One idiotic thing at a time. Oh, hell no, Celeste. Of course, I would feel ashamed of myself, but of course I would do that. Yeah, we were at the World's Fair together, Cobra John. I was a son of a bitch. We got to that park, and I remember my parents went nuts. We got to that park, and I just took off like a bat out of hell and just ran. And they took the better part of 4 hours tracking me down through that whole goddamn World's Fair thing. I was a free spirit. My first day of first grade, I took off. I just split. I had a little lunch bag. My mother packed a lunch for me, and she put a little. She was supposed to put a little chickie on the bag so I'd know it was mine, right? She said, this is how you'll know it's your lunch. Cut out a little baby chick and paste it on. I get to school and where in the hell's my lunch bag, right? Where's the chick? I just took off, man. I don't even know how in the hell I did it. I just took off, went walking. Hour later, here comes the janitor and my mother in a Volkswagen chasing me down. I took off. I hit the entrance to that World's Fair. I was so excited. Futurama. I saw the whole damn World's Fair myself before anybody else. They're looking around. Oh shit! The cops. New York City cop. Where the hell's that little bastard? And I'm in Futurama. I'm on the IBM Pavilion. The Exxon SO Pavilion, just having the time of my life. We went on a 6th grade field trip to Gettysburg, Pennsylvania. And my mother was one of the chaperones. And I just went off on, you're supposed to be back at 3 o'clock on the bus. Fuck it, man. I'm out on the battlefield like 5 miles over the hills. I just love taking off. No, you were supposed to have a little animal. You were supposed to have one little thing put on your bag. I guess mine got knocked off. There you go, Cassidy. That'd be sweet. There you go, RV Davy. I told you, I know the Cincinnati Millicron injection molding, all that stuff. Ford factory in Rouge. There you go. I was a little shit digging for gold. I was awful. I just stood at that gate at the World's Fair. My mother's like, go through the turnstile. And I just thought it was my get out of jail free card. And I just ran. And meanwhile, there's 10 other people in the crew, right? The family and shit. And I just took off. I thought you're just supposed to go and just enjoy it. I had the time of my life. I had the time of my life in there. First time I ever saw Disney's after a world of fun. I couldn't believe it. I jumped in It's a Small World all by myself. The guy's like, hey, you're next in. Thank you, Sean. It's a small world after all. And what really scared the hell out of me, though, later when the family caught up, they're like, shit, you've seen the whole thing. And my old man's like, and I said, he's like, what was your favorite thing? I said, I really like, this is where they introduced the Small World Disney ride, right? And I went through and I couldn't even believe it. And I said, this is like the coolest thing I've ever seen in my life, right? All this animatronics and the little Dutch girl with her hat and the wooden shoes. And I'm doing everything except leaping out of the thing and like going up and touching the displays and shit. And my old man's like, you know what those things are in there? Those kids in that display. He said, that's those kids that got lost in the park, right? And their parents never caught up with them. So now they have to work in there for their upkeep and their eats every day. For their meals, they have to work at It's a Small World. I'm like, oh, fuck. All those kids that got separated from their parents from all over the world are now working in that. I'm like, oh, shit. Yeah. Hey, Growth, you're back again, baby. Sorry, you ain't gonna be seen, my friend. There's another one. This poor guy comes in under his 10 accounts, and he just can never get a break in here. It is so damn funny. So that's what it was all about. Good time. Yeah, and I remember I went to 9th grade, and it was crazy. I used to have take binder paper like this and take pipe tobacco. My old man smoked Carter Hall pipe tobacco, and I would put it in there, roll that up, climb on top of the church roof. And you know which church it was? This was when I used to take the bus out and just fuck around out in the nice section. If you ever saw the movie Diner with Kevin Bacon, when he's in the manger scene in front of that church, right? Kevin Bacon is like passed out in the manger. That was the church. I was up on the roof. I was a badass, man. Really. Ooh, yeah, tampon paper. Roll a hog. There you go. Tons of siblings, Kimmy's. Hey, how you doing, Dory Lynn? Oh man, you got to put those rat traps down, Harvey. It ain't no joke, man. You're gonna be carried out one night. Hey, Tilly Mae. You know, my mom used to get a call from school. Stevie's not going to school, and he's not showing up for class. And I get dropped off in the morning. Some morning, she'd just take off in the car, and I would just walk the other. I'm not sitting in Pamela Jackson's typing class. Put your fingers on the home keys. Yeah, we go. And one day, man, I was going down the alley and she showed up coming the other direction like Kojak, everything except the red light on top. Busted. Pretty funny. No, Cassie, my kids, no, not at all. I know. Yeah, get those rats. Get those rats. Oh, go down and put some of that poison bait. It'll take out the whole neighborhood there. No, no, not me. Anyway, guys, I think, what do we got? Wow, been on for a while. Oh, I guess I was about 20, maybe 25 years old. I started to have that gender dysphoria. Oh, you got rid of skunks. Anyway, guys, I'm going to go ahead and close it down. I'll probably see you. Luckily, it stopped raining outside. I will see you out on the road. Do something simple and close to home. I love you guys being here. Thanks so very much. Get rid of those rats, Harvey. I'll be glad to do Q&A. You guys take care. Have a good one. Celeste, nice to see you back, honey. Really. Love you, Andrea. You too, Nathan. Well, you're always welcome too, Beryl. We'll have one of these streams once in a while. It's a very colorful life. I've looked at life from both sides now, from in and out and up and down. It's life's illusions I recall. I really don't know why at all.